When you're standing in front of a kitchen that's already packed with a stove, a dishwasher, and a cramped countertop, you start wondering if adding another piece of high-end equipment is really worth the space it will take. Who actually benefits from a built-in grill like this? Who should just walk away? And does the price line up with everyday cooking needs? If you've ever pictured a rotisserie chicken coming out of a sleek, stainless steel grill without having to fire up a separate outdoor unit, keep listening. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of kitchen where a Lynx 36-inch built-in grill makes sense. Imagine a serious home chef who already has a premium range and wants the convenience of indoor grilling without sacrificing the aesthetics of a seamless countertop. This is the kind of person who hosts dinner parties a few times a month, enjoys experimenting with steaks, seafood, and even vegetables, and values the ability to finish a dish with a quick sear or a low and slow rotisserie. For them, the grill becomes a workhorse that eliminates the need to run a backyard setup in summer or juggle multiple stovetops in the middle of a busy meal prep. The built-in design also means the grill fits flush with cabinets, keeping the line of sight clean, something that matters in open-concept homes where the kitchen is part of the living area. Now, if you're the type who only grills on a weekend or you already have a decent portable grill that you can pull out when the weather is nice, the value proposition starts to wobble. The Lynx grill sits at a price point that's comparable to a small, high-end appliance, not a simple add-on. You'll also need to consider the installation effort. This isn't a plug-and-play unit. It needs a dedicated cutout, proper venting, and often a professional to integrate it into existing cabinetry. For renters or anyone hesitant about making permanent modifications, that alone can turn the whole idea into a costly mistake. Let's break down the practical strengths that matter once you've got it installed. The grill packs 3 burners, 2 ceramic and 1 Trident, delivering a total of 73,000 BTUs. In real-world terms, that means you have enough heat to get a thick ribeye sizzling in under a minute, while still retaining the low heat precision you need for a slow-roasted chicken on the rotisserie. The ceramic burners are particularly forgiving. They distribute heat evenly across the grill surface, which translates to fewer hot spots and more consistent searing. I've seen home chefs use them to finish a pan-seared scallop quickly, getting that perfect caramelized crust without overcooking the interior. The built-in rotisserie is another practical highlight. Because the unit is designed to hold a whole chicken or a small turkey, you can achieve that classic, golden brown finish without the need for an outdoor spit. The rotisserie motor runs smoothly and doesn't make excessive noise, something you'll appreciate if you're cooking while the house is full of conversation. The interior light is a small but genuinely useful detail. It lets you monitor the grill's surface without pulling back the lid, which can cause temperature spikes. For dishes that need a watchful eye, like a delicate fish fillet that can stick to the grates, that light can be a quiet lifesaver. On the flip side, the design does have trade-offs that become apparent after a few weeks of use. The grill's surface area, while generous at 36 inches, can still feel a bit cramped for large families or when you're trying to cook multiple dishes at once. Because it's built-in, you're limited to the footprint you initially cut out, and expanding beyond that would mean either swapping out the unit or using additional appliances. Also, the hot surface ignition, a feature that sparks flames directly on the burners, requires a moment of practice to get the timing right. New users might find the initial flare-up a little surprising, especially if they're accustomed to click-to-ignite ranges that light the entire surface more gently. Maintenance is another practical concern. The ceramic burners are easy to clean in theory, but they can trap grease if you don't wipe them down promptly after cooking. Since the grill sits inside a cabinet cavity, you'll need to pull it out or at least access the back panel to address any spillage that might have seeped into the surrounding cabinetry. This isn't a daily chore for most, but it's something you'll have to remember to schedule into your cleaning routine. The interior light, while handy, adds an extra electrical component that could potentially fail over time. If that happens, you're looking at a service call rather than a simple bulb swap. If you're trying to decide whether this grill is worth the price for a normal everyday buyer, ask yourself how often you'll actually use those premium features. If you see yourself grilling weekly, using the rotisserie for holiday meals, and appreciating the convenience of indoor searing without turning your kitchen into a smoke-filled zone, the Lynx 36-inch built-in grill starts to justify its cost. The value isn't just in